Hey man, before we start this video, y'all hit that like button, y'all hit that subscribe button, y'all hit that share button. Okay, we about to get to 1,000 subscribers, and we hitting that like button, we hitting that share button, we hitting that comment, we hitting them comments. Let's go, man. Hood's Billionaire TV, big favor, big abundance. Let's get into the video.
What's going on with all my billionaires out there? This the guy, Hood's Billionaire. Welcome to Hood's Billionaire TV, big favor, big abundance. On today's episode, we're gonna be talking about Casanova. 2 times get sentenced to over 15 years in prison. Let's talk about it. So sentencing came back for Casanova 2 times, and he was sentenced to 188 months in federal prison. Okay, so that was based on the RICO that he was a part of with the Guerrilla Stone Nation. He just was given multiple counts, and because he was already a multiple felon with violent offenses, he had to get sentenced based on the mandatory guidelines for federal sentencing. So they hit him with 188 months, so he got a little over 15 years. Now, how do I feel about this? Okay, so a lot of people in street terms, they gonna call this a win, right? You know, they'll call this a win because you gotta look at it like this. Casanova didn't have to tell on nobody. He didn't have to snitch on nobody, which is good. We gotta, if y'all glorify the streets, then y'all gotta glorify the fact that Casanova didn't tell on nobody. Okay, because I'm sure he easily could have. He didn't tell on nobody, and he ended up getting a 15 piece. Okay, now in regular civilian terms, like myself, doing a day in jail is too much, because essentially it's just modern day slavery. That's all that it is. It's modern day. They sentence you to modern day slavery when you get convicted of a crime. Okay, so a day in jail is too much. But when you live in the street life, a lot of street guys will look at that as a win. You know what I'm saying? He could have judge could have blamed him, gave him a 30 piece, 40 piece, just based on where he fell on the sentencing guidelines. So they gave him really the lowest possible sentence they could give him. And I don't know if I'm sure Casanova, because once again, you in the street, so you got a street mindset. So I'm sure he probably looking at that as a win. But I mean, we all realistically know that, you know, that could never be a win. I don't even want to be involved in anything where I'm considering doing 15 years a win. And you shouldn't either. You shouldn't want to be involved in anything where doing a 15-year stretch, you'll take that and consider that a win. That is not what's up. But you know, Casanova, you know, he finna do his time. He already got cut in jail. I mean, that probably came from denouncing his gang, which I'm sure he just did that in order to get that type of getting some leniency on his sentencing. So I mean, you know, if I just had to put a guess on it, I'm pretty positive that he's still repping Guerrilla Stone while he in there. I mean, because the odds of him not doing that and being able to make it through 15 years are just slim to none. When you put in a lot of work in the streets, you can't just go in there and just be like, oh no, I'm not going, you know, I'm gonna just be to myself, or, you know, nah, it kind of just don't work like that. So hopefully he don't get no more time added from anything that he got to do while he in there. You know, but it's gonna be rough, man. You know, his girl Jazzy, she said she gonna stick with him, she gonna stay by him. And I think that's a good thing if they can do it. You know, I'm not never gonna doubt black love. I'm just saying 15 years is a really long time. That is a long time. Okay, so if she gonna rock with him, she gonna rock with him, and that'll be great. That'll be fantastic. Be a great love story. So, you know, we just gonna hope that that's how that works out, you know, for them. I'd say you know, there's a good chance that
it might not work, but you want to wish them the best. They got a family, and you just want to see the best for them, you know what I mean, and the best for their family, because everybody's hurting from this, not just Casanova, his family, everybody. So he gonna have to deal with that and kind of just go through the system. But you know what I'm gonna tell y'all, man. Y'all, my favorite thing to tell y'all: stay out the streets. Stay out the streets. This is what the streets have got for you. They got court cases. They got 15, 20-year sentences. They got, the pine box for you. They got federal jail. They got state prison for you. They got getting shot, critically injured, or, it got all that for you, man. It got all that for you. Drugs, low vibrations, toxic negative energy, jealousy, it got all. That's what the streets got for you. You got a lot of that for you. So I mean, if that's the path you want to choose, just know that the streets got all that good stuff for you. If that's the route that you want to go, you know what I'm saying. If you don't want to be in the streets, there's a lot of beautiful things that come with that. You feel what I'm saying? So it's your choice. But I mean, this shit can be used as a clear-cut example of stay out the streets. Do not involve yourself in the streets. There's nothing fun about it. There's enough. If this was a scientific experiment, right, over the last, let's say 30 years, you know what I mean, 30, 40 years, there's enough scientific evidence that shows that being in the streets is not conducive to longevity. There's enough evidence. It shows it now. You know what I'm saying? So if we gonna start from the beginning of gangbang until now, and I mean the streets was around before gangbang, but let's just say modern day, we gonna start from the beginning of gangbang until now, 70s, 80s till right now. 40, 50 years of scientific evidence shows you that this is not good, conducive to longevity. Does that mean that you can't make it long term? No. But is it conducive to longevity? No. So we know that now. Okay, so because you know that, what did they say was the number one thing to say? When you know better, you do better. Okay, it's time to get out the streets, man. So many other ways to get money out here. It's not even really cool. They try to make it like it's cool. It's not cool. You think Casanova think it's cool to be finna do 15? Probably on 23 and 1. I don't know what they terms is in regards to how often he's able to be out of his cell, but come on, man, you think he finna have to deal with that? The man that already got his face cut already. You think he want to deal with that for the next 15 years, being away from his family and his woman? Come on, man. Now the good news is he probably won't have much of a rap career, but the good news is if he keep his connections and the people, the industry people that he met, if he got any loyal ones and they kind of keep his name going, he could come out and be like an exec or A&R or something like that, or start his own label, CEO, because he'll get out in his early 50s. So it's not just over for him, you know what I mean, musically. Or he can get out and start a business, if Jazzy handled the money right, kind of grow. I know he got her a new car and a business before he went in, so while he was in there. So if she kind of pulled like a Keisha Kayor and kind of grow that empire, you know what I'm saying, and have a bag waiting for him when he come out, he'll essentially, there's still some opportunity for him to be able to do some good things. The prison guys, man, they take, they gotta go through a lot in regards to PTSD, but they come out in pretty good shape that lasts for a long time. So if he come out, he got his mind right, man, he'll still be able to do some things, man. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. It's the guy who's being there. Big favor, big abundance. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe, man. This is the guy who's being there. Big favor, big abundance. I'm gone.